not on the porch, but on the patio, and look at that view behind me. Isn't that pretty? The lilies are starting to bloom. They're starting to come out. Oh, they're so gorgeous. I can barely stand myself. I see the teacher, Kelly Tag, is here, and she was right over there with me yesterday. So, what a delight to see you again, Kelly. I'd like to welcome all you replay viewers. So glad that you're spending this very last Friday having coffee and sharing conversations here on the porch. Good morning, Pam. You're up bright and early for the last of this series. Pretty amazing. It's been a really fun run. And it was interesting how something I started to go for a month is now extended to a whole season. I know, isn't this yard amazing? I love this yard. I really love this area. This area is just I really like it. I really like it. So, the traffic is a downfall. I would think if I were to live here, I would plan my life around that. I would plan my life around the traffic. Oh, yes, yes. Hey, by the way, if you could like this video, that would make my day. It's interesting because I've done how many lives have I done this week? Oh my goodness. 2 on Monday, what Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, 3 on Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing 9 lives this week. That would be nothing in old Periscope days, but that is something this day, this time of my life. Oh, Pam, that is so sweet, and usually I have a whole bunch of people by now, so, it's interesting. I wonder sometimes, like, I'm actually working on I know, don't be shocked, I'm working on a strategy. Yes, in the DMV, everyone works their life around traffic. That's what I'm learning too, Kelly. I can see why many people work from home here. My friend from Richmond, who's coming up tomorrow, she works from home. She used to work in DC. And during the pandemic, a lot of people, everybody worked from home, and she just stayed working from home. So, hey, Kay and Rose, so good to see you. Good morning. Hello. Look at that. Look at those lilies. So I'm going to have several visitors here this week. My friend from Richmond is coming up tomorrow. I'm going to see if she want. You know what I could do? Kelly and I talked about this, and I said I'm really intimidated about adventuring in DC. Since I haven't done it in years, I have not ventured in DC by myself or since 2013, and I had ventured around a little limited with Samuel a few years ago, but I'm just like nervous about it, which is a part of me says, Julie, that's ridiculous. Um, but my friend wants to go to the National Cathedral. So if we if she comes here, which she's planning to do, then we can hop on the metro and it'll be fun. We can make a girls' day out of going to the National Cathedral. So she knows I'm a pastor's mom. She's actually not, we met online. I don't know how. She may have been a part of my community that I had before. Probably that's what it was. So, but I met her back in 2024, um, when I was on spring break. I came down here, and that's when I met my college roommate who lives in Northern Virginia. Hadn't seen her in years. Met up with my friend in Richmond, and the friend in Richmond is the one who took me out on the AT, Canro. So and I also went on the AT in Maryland on that trip, which was really a blast as well. So. And I have no topic for today, no preparation, unlike my other videos I had this week. So it's different, nice and chill. I like the chill vibe. It feels really good. And one thing that I thought of as a subject matter is coming to an end of things. So I'm coming to an end of this series. This series is lasted. It's overstayed its welcome. Not really. I've enjoyed it, and I just feel like it is, time for time to take a break from Friday mornings. I was thinking this morning as I was, yes, indeed, working on strategy, I thought maybe I'll come back for a month in October. Like, I'll take a specific month, maybe a month a season. So maybe I'll come back in October and do a month, worth of these Friday morning chats because I do enjoy them. And yeah, just this is my just a chit chat, just hanging out on the porch. Sometimes endings are hard. I have found for me, it's hard to end things. I just want things to go on because I'm usually having so much fun. I don't want to stop them. So this is interesting. Um, I'm also ending now I'm testing to see if I can see better without my glasses. I can in fact see the screen better without my glasses. It's my age. So I'm curious to know, is there anything that you have been working on that you're bringing to an end? If you want to share that in the chat, cool. If you don't want to share that in the chat, that's okay also. If you're new here, I'm so grateful you're here. If you're on the replay, if you want to tap in with something that you are ending, and people are talking about these lilies behind me. I know they're absolutely beautiful. I just love them. And there's the pool. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe we'll walk around the flowers. That'd be kind of fun. One thing I haven't done is flip the screen when I don't have shoes on, but I have socks on. So yesterday just beginning summer break and fun. Yeah, Kelly, definitely. That last week of school, that ending was probably pretty intense. Kelly can tell you what she does for a living, but man, it sounded intense to me. So you still have a ways to go with your New Jersey 250 challenge. I know you do, but you're just slogging away at it. Kay and Rose video this week was about the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania, which was fun. My favorite through hiker is her on her videos. She's in New Jersey. She just finished up PA. And now in fact, she just went through High Point State Park yesterday. And that's like my favorite part of watching through hikers is seeing them come through the area that I live. Because it's like, oh yes, that okay. And that's how I got to know K and Row because I wanted to learn about the Appalachian Trail near me. And so I put into YouTube Appalachian Trail, New Jersey, and that's how I found these people who are now my friends. Back then, they were simply YouTubers who were doing a really good job at planning hikes and taking hikes. And um, it's like Kevin is very strategic. So maybe some of that is rubbing off. That I actually have a strategy for what I'm going to do with this content that I'm creating right now. Oh, Henry Cloud talked about necessary endings. Oh, that's interesting. Huh, that is interesting. I'll look for that. Let me write that down. That reminds me, I never don't know how to pronounce his name, but I call him Henri. Henry Newen. Do you know him? He's an amazing theologian and writer. I don't even know if he's a theologian, but he feels like a theologian. So I'm going to write Henry Cloud down. I know, I know. I thought about that. Kane Rose said, "Too bad you weren't there to meet her." I know I was sad about that. It's funny because my last year's favorite through hikers came through when I was out of town too. And I'd sent them a note and it just our times didn't connect. The interesting thing about that was a mother-daughter crew last year, and now the daughter finished the hike. The mom had to go back to teach because she's a teacher, and they started, and it took longer than they expected. So now she's back in Vermont finishing the hike. Um, her last year's through hike, she's finishing it up this year. And the acronym they're using for her hiking is LASH, long ass section hike, which I found very funny. They have a good sense of humor. So, okay, so we're going to go and go at the flowers. So I'm going to see if I can, you don't need to see that. Here we go. I'm going to flip the camera. Whoopsie. Can you see that okay? Okay, here we go. This is an experiment. So something that I want to do starting on July 29th, which is my half birthday, is I want to live stream walk because I want to really push myself to walk farther, more often, more regularly. Oh my gosh, look at these. There's my friend. Say hi, Freya. So there's the white lilies that have just started blossoming. I should probably deadhead some of these other ones. And look at these guys. It's Jeremiah and Jeremina's friend with a slug. Actually, a snail, but I did learn the word slug this week, so Now these lilies are starting to fade. Oh my goodness, wait till you see this, you gardeners, you flower people. Oh my goodness, look. Look at these. Oh my, I don't even know what these are called. Oh my gosh. It's like we're having a reunion in the backyard. And get ready for some other cute outdoor art that I've never noticed before. This is one of the things about live streaming because or videos in general. Look at that cutie. Yes, Pam said necessary endings are required for new beginnings or new growth. And like this, I need to deadhead those flowers. So, oh, it's a type of lily. Okay, so what is that ugly bug? That is a hideous looking bug. Is it just a what on earth is that? I will look it up. I will take a picture and I'll look it up. Okay, this is a first time for Fridays. Garden tour. Okay, here we go. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, 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 oh. Close up, Mr. DeMille. Oh my gosh. I'd say another thing about Friday mornings is that Sally's sunrise videos are coming. She's doing those later. She's at 8. So people who might come over here are probably over there. Oh, I definitely need to do some deadheading over here. These aren't pretty on this side. I usually look at the other side, so I'm going to be doing some deadheading over here. Afraid saying, Julie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Kelly, she grabbed the ball and ran to me this morning, which I thought was funny. Because yesterday we tried to get Freya to engage with Kelly and the ball, but Freya's like, meh, not really. And here we're coming up to the pool. So I'm going to show you the pool and I'm going to put the, you might have noticed this. Just looks like an ordinary umbrella, right? It's more than an ordinary umbrella, which I will show you, but you don't need to see me doing that. So I'm going to let you look here instead. When the homeowner showed me, I'm going to set you down. When the homeowner, yeah, isn't look at all the furniture and at night the lights come on. Here's the garden from the other side. I come back on, you'll see me wearing a hat because why not? I'm going to swing back around to the pool and I'm going to crank up the umbrella. I might be coming out to the pool again tomorrow with my friend if she wants to go to swim around. Okay. All right. It's almost up. All right. Isn't that a fancy hat? I feel like a Bakersfield person in this hat. Totally like a Bakersfield person. So over my shoulder, look at that. Look at that umbrella. It's not even all the way up. I need to crank it some more. So it is an amazing place for entertaining. Oh, and we'll come over here and look at the other art and say hi to Freya. And over behind us, which I will flip the camera around now. So right behind us, here that fence is where the gate is. That is the Matthew Henson Trail. So if you want to go to DC, drive and get stuck in traffic, you can just walk there. It's about 8 miles away. Okay, look at this. These are so cute. There's the famous skimmers. I need to check them for fluorine later. I won't do that with all of you. Look at that guy. Here in Maryland, it's super humid, super hot and humid in the summer. It's been really nice since I've been here. This is my favorite. And there's my other favorite is a backstroking hippo. It's a hippo I never even noticed till I took this close look. Mom hippo and bird with a really nice swim cap on. Hey, Catherine, you want to go swimming? Here's some swimming friends. And then here's baby hippos, baby hippos. And there's Freya. Hi, Freya. Hi, pretty girl. So fun, fun times here in Maryland, here in the DMV. I look like I'm about to go go riding a horse. I will not be riding a horse anytime soon, although you never know with me. I've been kayaking. Maybe I ought to get back on a horse. I have I have not ridden a horse. I did ride a horse once when I was like 15, and that was the last time. So we're gonna sit over here. I'm gonna sit on it. This is the teacher Kelly tag chair that I'm about to sit in. This is where Kelly sat. Okay, let's see what I can do to get I wonder what YouTube will pick as highlights. That's one of the reasons I like doing vertical videos, because I like to see what YouTube will pick out for my short. Oh my goodness. Catherine dreamed there was a big black bear in her yard. You're living my life. Except Babu isn't big. He's little for a bear. Oh, now then the gnats are coming out because I'm sitting down. So coming to an ending. This is coming to an ending. This is my last in the series, in case you weren't here earlier to hear me say that. And as Pam said earlier, endings are necessary for growth sometimes. So I'm excited for it to come to an ending. The journaling is coming to an ending tonight. Although the recaps, I've decided I'm going to do today's recap or last night's recap, I'm going to publish tomorrow. And tomorrow's recap, I'm going to publish on Saturday, kind of to keep it going a little bit longer and also give me some more time. And I'm also going to make some fancy graphics for the captions because I'm going to also take all the recaps and make them into a master class, which I'm like, why didn't I think of that before? That would have been great to reverse engineer. So now I know I can do that in the future. Because in July, I'll be doing another 5-week series, but I'll be doing it in vertical instead of horizontal. Let's see. I missed some chats. Yeah, pools for I know, so stylish, so stylish. Okay, we don't know what kind of a lily that is. We'll find out. Roger taking Hazel out. The authorities came all close with the bear. That is so funny. That is hilarious. Interesting. I wonder what the symbolism is for bears in dreams. There was a time when I was really into dream interpretation, not so much anymore. If you could, I was like, yeah, look up your dream. That would be fascinating. I love dream interpretation. Okay. It is quiet in here today. This is so strange. This is like another message when in last night's journaling we talked about listening to the heart. And it's like the quietness of this live stream today is like another way that my heart knows this is time to stop doing this live stream for now. It is absolutely natural to do this now. I would say all over YouTube, people are talking about views being lower. And some of my views are higher, and some of my views are miserable. So it's interesting to see what I consider might have impacted that. That's something else I'm thinking in my strategy. Endings take intentionality. And yes, people avoid endings. You're looking at her. I do not I definitely avoid endings. Definitely. I'm also someone who does I'm not sure if this is a not a good thing to say, but I also am a fan of the Irish goodbye, which is if you haven't heard of that. That's like if you're at a party and you just leave. You don't like go around and say goodbye to everybody. You might thank the host and then scoot out the back door before other people notice you're leaving. When I leave New Jersey, northern New Jersey, I'm gonna be like, no party, please. No, no, I don't want any of that. I just want to slip out. I don't want people to make a fuss. I'm thinking about that in connection with grieving. because endings tend to naturally bring about some level of grief. So I wonder if that's connected. I don't know. Interesting thoughts. Pam says people struggle along because it's too hard to make the decision or they want to persevere in spite of everything. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Pam. I'm so glad to have an expert in the house on endings. I was also going to change my shirt because I wore this yesterday afternoon. Actually, I wore it, yeah, starting at about 11 because I did my video, the journaling video wearing it. So I put it on to do the recap as if people don't know it's the next day. And I was going to change into a blue shirt for this, but I forgot. So hello, I see new people coming in. I'm so appreciative of your presence. If you would like this video, that would be great. Replay viewers, I'm hoping that you enjoyed the flower show. There, I'll put on those lilies. So I'm really excited because I've learned this week is probably the week that I learned the most about YouTube, my own YouTube adventures. I've learned so much, and I'm really excited to bring that to all of you in the weeks to come. Maybe you'll be able to take away some learning for yourself. Also, Catherine, if Catherine's still here, Catherine has her 100th video coming up, and I'm encouraging her to do it live. She may or she may not, I don't know, but I think it's great. Live streams are amazing for many reasons. They really can advance the learning curve. They really make you comfortable on camera. Um, and they have some risk because you might bump into unsavory people saying unsavory things. And you it's best if you can be nimble with chatting with the people on the screen, all of y'all, and then also talking about whatever it is that you're bringing to the table. Dave's viral video over 30,000 views now. Which Dave? Oh, Dave Lowe? Did Dave Lowe have a viral video? The artist? And I didn't even know this? Is this tell me more, tell me more. Is it that Dave or is it a different Dave? I love Dave Lowe. He's amazing. He was Dave Lowe came to my journaling session the other night. Hi, CL, good to see you. And so Dave Lowe was hanging out with us. It was 1 AM in the UK. And he was talking about how he on another video, he was talking about how oh my gosh, Dave has a viral video. That makes me so happy. I'm gonna check that out. I'm so happy for Dave. Oh my gosh. Because he was like, I'm really discouraged. I've been doing this for such a long time. YouTube blessed him. I will check it out. Oh my gosh. Yay, Dave. I cannot wait. I might have seen it already. I just didn't know. That is so thrilling. That is so thrilling. Oh my gosh. One of ours. One of ours. He was in my Christmas series, my Vlogmas series, as was Teacher Kelly Tag was in my Vlogmas series. I'm doing great, Swantails. How are you? So good to see you. If you people would like this video, I'd appreciate it. We have about 7 more minutes to go, just FYI. That is so cool that one of our own, Dave Lowe, color what's his title name? He's about, um, he's about watercolor painting. Put some color in your life. Okay, yes, so we have our dear friend Catherine is praying she can get some parking today at Crystal Bridges to record part 2 today. That's excellent. That's so excellent. Um, speaking of things we're creating, yes, it's probably I watched that one before it took off. That's what I was thinking, Kanro, that it's Dave's video about saying I've been doing YouTube for 8 years and I'm still not monetized and it's hard not to get discouraged. And I wrote a very long comment, I believe, as I sometimes am wont to do. Sometimes I overwhelm people with my long comments. But, sometimes when I do those long comments, it's because I'm really enjoying it's like I'm having a conversation with the people who are making the video. And I really like that. That's part of the reason why I'm on YouTube. I wanna have conversations. I wanna make connections with people. Yes, yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing Dave. Dave Lowe. Um, if anybody has his link, that'd be great. If somebody could hop and get his link for people who don't know him yet. Although he's getting so YouTube famous now. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling on. I'm sorry, Swan Tales, that I didn't say anything. Yes. Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm excited about that. I'm going to make a growth video also. I was going to make a growth video right before I hit 900, and my channel has grown, so I need to I had it all scripted out, but now my channel has grown. A week after my 900 video, I think I have 942 subscribers now. This is me. Huh? Are you kidding me? So, anyway, um, that's very exciting too. Maybe that's why I'm more excited about having strategy. Yeah, monetization is a popular subject. My last YouTube growth video was like, "I'm not quitting," and it was about oh, there he is. "Get some color in your life, Dave, DAV 2478, right there. That's how you find Dave Lowe with his 30,000 30,000 views. 30,000 views. I was thinking, is it called hits? What's it called? What's it called on YouTube? It's called 30,000 views. Fantastic. Fantastic. It is very popular, and he's such a great human. If you haven't followed him, then I hope that you will. Because the thing about getting a viral video then is to keep it up. So Kelly, was showing me yesterday because she had a viral video, something like I don't know if she's still here. She had on one video 72,000 views. And that video was about quitting middle school, quitting teaching middle school. 72,000 views. And she's had some other big views too, 6,000 views on long form video. Now, shorts for me are easier to get views on, except my shorts lately have been doing badly. So, yeah, you could make the I haven't made a viral video yet. My most popular okay, so here I'll just do a little bit of bragging. My most popular video anywhere is one that I made on Instagram where I had 100 over 100,000 views, and it is it was taken on the AT on that horrible day, that famous day on Porch. And, as we were going up the hill, I going up the mountain, whatever, I saw this the way the tree was and the rocks were, I thought it looked like an octopus, and it was like, basically, "Look what I found on Appalachian Trail," and I zoom in on it. That darn thing, 100,000 views on Instagram, and I have been monetized on Instagram before, they call it something different, but I used to make, like, $100 a month on Instagram, and then they changed how they pay people, so yes. What did I do when that happened? I was just shocked with that video, but it was different because that was a reel, and a reel, those are similar to shorts. And really, what happened with me was I broke the rule, and that wasn't like my standard audience. So it really didn't impact me that much. But if I was to make a video, well, now my niche is being old. So pretty much everything I make is about being older, something about being of retirement age. So. Yeah, I'm again, strategy, my notebook's over there. I actually have a strategy now, which is different than it was in the past. And Dave definitely, he does all watercolor. Every once in a while, he strays and does something a little bit different. Sometimes he takes us to art shows and things like that, but it's all very much in his niche. So I'm thrilled for him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that probably happened in the last few days, I'm guessing, because he was saying it. Maybe that's why he was up at 1:15 in the morning. Maybe he was so excited and he's so humble. He didn't say a word. He's just like he said to me when he was watching the journaling live stream, which he was clearly not going to be journaling. For one thing, it was the middle of the night. But he just said he said this is so peaceful. He really liked the peaceful vibe of the journaling. And he probably liked the prompts, but that was so funny. A truly great guy, Dave Lowe. Well, how many years have I been doing YouTube? I've been on here. I'm such an OG. It's funny. But I've only been serious about YouTube for about a year. So it's about time. It's about time to have a strategy since I went without one for the last 18 years. Where you can see Samuel as a 6-year-old wandering on trails, I was wandering on trails in California, the rather ugly trails, but I'm wandering around the trails. I should say the trails in Bakersfield, not putting Bakersfield down, but they're pretty ugly. You know what, Pam? Um, from your lips to YouTube's ears, I hopefully will let you know within the next 6 months what happens when a big video hits like that. I would say that my experiment this week with going live every day, will be helpful to see how that impacts my watch hours. So oh, interesting. CL says, I didn't start doing a little better until I made all my craft and photography videos private. She had to niche. Yep, some people yep, that's definitely very, very micro niched helps. And I'm doing exactly the opposite, which is weird. I'm like, "No niche." But we'll see. I have gained a lot of subscribers this week. Maybe they're coming for the journaling. So if I keep journaling regularly, but I I did private and unlist quite a few of my old videos. I still kept some of them, but I think if I was to count all of my videos on YouTube, I probably have over 1,000. But it doesn't show on my channel that I have over 1,000. I think it shows like I have 400 and something, which is a lot. And what's interesting for me is when, like, since I've been doing YouTube growth videos, is to share because I've done that. I started doing that when I was trying to get up to 500. And, what's interesting is keeping track for me anyway. It goes along with my love for documenting and journaling is, keeping track of what works for me specifically. Because I watch all the gurus and I take their advice and I've used some of their systems and it doesn't always work the way that it works for other people. So, all right, we're at 32. We'll keep going until 34. This has been a very calm, quiet morning here by the pool in the garden. The final of this series. I am looking forward to coming back perhaps in October. We'll see. October will be here in no time, and my life will be quite different then. I'll be living in a new place. I will have a new member of the family. Um, yeah, it'll be very different come October. We'll be a few months from my 65th birthday. I am doing a countdown, like I said earlier, if you weren't here. One of my plans starting in July 29th is to do a daily walk live. I plan to do my daily walk live at sunset. So starting in the middle of July, that'll be probably late, like 8:30 Pacific or so, sometime around then. And then is the what I'm interested in seeing in that, there's an experiment within that experiment, is that as time goes by, sundown will be at different times. So I'm starting sunset 8:30, and then it will be sunset 7:30, 6:30, 5:30. It's like when I started getting up at sunrise in Bakersfield, I would watch how sunrise moved across the horizon. Not only did it get go the sun didn't not only came up earlier or later depending on the season, but it also moved across the horizon line, something I hadn't noticed until then. Okay, cool. So CL has some other advice. I make sure I have acrylic painting somewhere in every video. The video where I am at an ASMR didn't do very well. How interesting, because we hear that ASMR is so popular. And it may be, but maybe just not for your audience. One thing I noticed, my Monday video recap did really well, and I put journal in the on the caption on the thumbnail, the word journal, and I might have put journal in the title as well. I don't know because some people say don't put the same words in the title that you do in the caption. I mean, in the thumbnail, and then be sure to use it in your description. All of these different strategies, but the video on Monday did is done much better. It's doing very well for me, which is like nothing for other people, but I'm pretty pleased with it. So today, or when post the recap from last night, I'm going to be sure I put journal in both of the title and in the thumbnail. So we'll keep seeing what works, Pam. All right, everybody, it is that time. I want to say thank you for being here, whether you were here once or 5 times or most of the videos that we've done on Friday mornings. I really appreciate your presence in my life, probably more than you know. And I look so forward to catching up with you live and on videos and in shorts, and just hanging out and plans and strategies. And hooray for Dave, one of ours who has gotten a viral video. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we all got a viral video before October? Maybe we all will. Maybe we all will. Let's put that out there. Maybe we'll all be monetized by October. That'd be pretty cool. All right. Thank you, thank you. You have the best day too, Pam. Take good care, everyone. So glad to be here with you today. Want to say goodbye, Freya? Want to say goodbye, Freya? Goodbye, Freya. Goodbye, Freya. Bye, honey. We're really leaving now.